Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And much respect to the Akim out there laboring in his work. Peace and salutation to the hopefully elect that are scattered abroad across the four corners of the earth, of the USA. Shalom. Yeah, so this lesson right here is going to be going into the fact that slavery and hardcore slavery is justified according to the Bible, in which a lot of Israelites are offended at that fact. A lot of Israelites got a problem with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, going into hardcore slavery for his atrocities and also for the law being obeyed, because in the world to come, the law will be instituted and it will be required to be kept, and those who don't keep it, there's going to be a stiff punishment behind that. So before we get into this right here, let's go to the book of Isaiah 26. In verse 9. So it says, "With my soul have I desired thee in the night," and we're currently in the night, which is Esau's rulership. So the elect have desired Yahweh by Shemal Shah in this time. "Yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness." And we know that Psalm 90:16 speaks about the Lord being known by the judgment in which he executes. And so in the world to come, he's going to issue forth judgment through his men. All right. Those who are the 144,000, starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai, they will initiate harsh punishments in the kingdom of heaven to draw forth correction. So let's go to Leviticus 25:1, and this is in the law. So it says, "And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come into the land which I give you," pretty much fulfilling the promise of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in which they would inherit the land, right? So that's the reason why the Heavenly Father delivered us out of ancient Egypt to go and possess the land of Canaan, which is the land of Israel today. So again, when you come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord Yahweh. And so in this land, the Lord, of course, gave us instructions. And one of the instructions that he gave was pertaining to the heathen, the other nations. Scroll down to the point in verse 44. So it says, "Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids which thou shalt have shall be of the heathen that are round about you. Of them shall ye buy bondmen and bondmaids." And if that wasn't clear for you, let's read in the NLT. "However, you may purchase male and female slaves." What's a slave? A servant from among the nations around you. So the Lord gave us the okay to buy female and male slaves as servants. Okay? Because when you're dealing with a kingdom, a hierarchy, a government, well, kings need servants. They need subjects, to do certain tasks in which a king shouldn't be doing, such as plowing the field and just doing the dirty work. All right, you need servants for that if you're a king. So in the kingdom of heaven, this is going to be the case. So 45, it says, "Moreover, of the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you, of them shall ye buy, and of their families that are with you, which they beget in your land, and they shall be your possession." As written in NLT. "Ye may also purchase the children of temporary residents who live among you, including those who have been born in your land. You may treat them as your property." All right. So the heathen are going to be for a possession, a property. Okay. We're going to own them. 46, "And ye shall take them as an inheritance, for your children after you, to inherit them for a possession." So we're going to pass down slaves and their children unto our children for a possession. Just like Esau did with us, right? "They shall be your bondmen forever. But over your brethren, the children of Israel, you should not rule one over another with rigor, all right, or harshly, all right, because you can do that with the heathen nation. You can beat them over the back, you can torture them if they're disobedient, okay, because it's all about drawing fear out so that they will continue to serve. So it says, and you should take them as an inheritance for your children after you, to inherit them for a possession, and they should be your bondmen. I want to go into this phrase, they should be your bondmen. In Strong's H5647. All right, abad, which is servant. It says, ibad. So it says to work, serve, to labor, work, do work, to work for another, serve another by labor, to serve as subjects. All right, sub means under, ject means rule. They're going to be under our rule. To serve the Most High, by default, they're going to be serving Yahweh by Shema Shai. To serve with Levitical service. All right, they're going to keep the law. To be worked, be tilled. They're going to till the ground, just like we had to plant, the crops for Esau. You had to pick cotton. They're going to be doing the same thing in our world, man. You see? It's just a righteous thing with the Most High to do that. All right, because for one thing, it's in the law, and they did that unto us. So the Lord's going to recompense them according to their ways. To make oneself a servant, to be worked, all right, to compel to labor or work, cause to labor, to cause to serve. And so when it says to compel, all right, pretty much you forcing someone to do something. So compel, force or oblige someone to do something, okay, to force, coerce into, bring about something by the use of force or pressure. All right, drive forcibly. So they're going to be forced physically to service. If they don't serve, it's going to be a harsh penalty. All right, and what's going to be that harsh penalty? First, let's go to the book of Psalm, the 2nd chapter, and we'll start at verse 7. So it says, I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh has sent unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. And we know that Yahweh Shai is the only begotten of the Heavenly Father. So it says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. See, so the heathen, the other nations, are going to be Yahweh Shai's inheritance. He's going to own them as a possession. And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, right? Everything is Yahweh Shai's. So what is he going to do when he receives these heathen in the world to come? Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. So the Lord is saying here that we're going to rule over them with rigor. It's going to be harsh, stiff, okay? A lot of pain is going to be dished out in the kingdom of heaven for the purpose of correction. And so this, of course, links up with Revelation 2 and verse 26, if I can get the load up. So here it says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Why do you think that we're doing the work? We want power over the nations. We want a piece of that inheritance. Because what Yahweh Shai got, he's going to give it unto his brothers. The rest of the 144,000 future governors. All right. So 27 says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. See, as a vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father. All right. So we're going to use a rod of iron to break the other nations. We're going to put fear in them. Now, when you get this phrase, shall they be broken to shivers, Strong G4937, it says to break in pieces, shiver, to tread down, to put Satan underfoot as a conqueror, trample on him. And of course, this Satan is dealing with Esau, Edom. Satan means to be adverse. All right. And so he's going to be put under our foot, under our authority, and we're going to conquer and rule over him. It says to break down, crush, to tear one's body and shatter one's strength. So that pride of Esau will be broken, and we're literally going to tear their bodies to pieces. In the world to come, you're going to see heads ripped off. You're going to see limbs torn apart, skin stripped. It's going to be torturous, and it's going to draw fear within the other nations, man. Okay? It's going to break their strength so much where they're going to shiver. Let's get this word shiver right here. And this is needed.
Shiver.
It says, of a person or animal shake slightly or uncontrollably as a result of being cold, frightened. That's the word, frightened. They're going to be shaken uncontrollably because of their fearfulness of being tortured. All right? They're going to tremble. Similar words, tremble, quiver, shake. So the kingdom is going to produce a whole lot of fear, within the nations. You're going to see immortals out here, who cannot die, in which if you don't do according to what they say pertaining to the law, then you will be punished severely. All right. Now, even going back into the law, when we were going to the land of Canaan, the Lord told us this. Yep, Deuteronomy 2:25. So it says, this day will I begin to put the dread of thee and fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven. See that? Who shall hear report of thee and shall tremble. Now, this is what's happening currently through the Spirit. As they're hearing the report, the testimony of Yahushua, and the fact that all these different nations are going to go into hardcore captivity, especially Esau, Edom, is bringing extreme fear and dread upon them. What is that? Job, is it the 15th chapter? I forget how it go, but it speaks about a dreadful sound. Get that real quick. Dreadful. Yeah, it was Job 15:21. So a dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer, Yahushua, shall come upon him. So this dreadful sound of what's going to take place in the kingdom of heaven is in Esau's ears. First dealing with Yahushua coming to take him out of power. And then what's going to happen after that, in which they're going to have to go into captivity. All right. And so as we go back, Deuteronomy 2, and we'll read again, 25. This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee upon the nations that are under the whole heaven. Who shall hear report of thee and shall tremble and be in anguish because of thee, man? Which links up with also Revelation 11 chapter, how we arose and stood upon our feet in great fear, fell upon those who saw us, because they know that slavery, hardcore slavery is coming for them for what they have done unto us. You see? So what proves that is the book of Jeremiah, the 30th chapter. In verse 16. So it says here, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And this is speaking about the other nations, starting with Esau, Edom. And all thine adversaries, you can read Psalms 83, Edom on down, every one of them shall go into captivity, man. They're going to go into slavery. Chains, right? Remember how we went in chains, and here it is, we the beloved of the Most High. The Lord loves Israel, but he did us like that with the slave ships, the shackles, the lynchings, the setting on fire, right? The castrating. So how much more Esau, Edom, who he hates? You see? And everything that Esau has done, going back from the serpent to Cain, Esau, the Lord was preserving. He was allowing this man to build up his iniquity so that he can showcase his power in the kingdom of heaven with immortals, man. It's going to be an extreme, torturous time for Esau. So it says, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey, because they're preying upon us right now. But here it is. The Lord is saying that he's going to give them for a prey for us in the kingdom of heaven. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds. Now, this is happening right now. All right, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, by the way of the truth coming out, that's healing us of our oppression, of losing the names, losing our heritage, and that was beaten out of us by Esau, Edom, and the other nations. They gave us these false philosophies, but the Lord is tearing all those strongholds down, and he's building us back up again. All right, it says, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. And so, as you can see, the Heavenly Father is pissed off. So it's a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation unto you nations. Okay, 2 Thessalonians 1:6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. You see that? So this is a righteous act to exact vengeance on our enemies. And it's going to be done in the world to come, man. And if they don't keep the law, I think it's Isaiah 60. All right. Yeah, this is good too. Verse 10. So Isaiah 60:10. So in the world to come, the kingdom of heaven, and the sons of strangers, your other nations shall build up thy walls, because what they're going to be a possession. All right. This is what they were made for. And their kings shall minister or serve unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee. We had to go into slavery, right? As we currently are. But in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Okay, we're going to receive everlasting life through Yahushua's blood. And in the world to come, we're going to have everything. Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually. All right, they shall not be shut day nor night. So the kingdom of heaven is going to be booming round the clock, 24 hours a day, man. Okay. It says that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. All right. And that their kings may be brought. So they're going to bring us their resources. You see, just like they're going to pay tribute, because when you're a king, or the nations, they got to by default pay tribute. So that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to bring us the resources, just like with these Jews today, man. Which we pay all these taxes, and a lot of that tax money goes into them, right? Well, those going to flip the script. So they're going to bring actual substances, gold, precious ornaments, whatever you can name of value. They're going to be bringing that. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. And we know that Esau, Edom is going to perish. All right, because he can't get right. He was made to be wicked. He's the only nation that cannot get right, right? So by default, he's going to be completely annihilated after a 1,000-year period of serving us and in hardcore slavery and servitude. So let's see what else is on here. That's pretty much the point. We'll skip down to verse 15. Wherefore thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee. I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations, man. So the kingdom of heaven is going to be glorious. All right. And eventually all the other nations, once they're done serving their hardcore captivity, all right, well, they're going to eventually rejoice once they learn the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. Meanwhile, Esau would be exterminated off the face of the earth. So that's a righteous thing with the Most High. All right. Just dealing with slavery and hardcore slavery to draw forth correction. All right. We just read in Isaiah 26 how when the Lord's judgment on the earth, then the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness, man. So with that, Lord willing, you're edified. Till next time I say, Shalom.